Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak Up with Mopriya. I hope all of you had an amazing weekend, and it's again Monday, so it's time for some quick grammar lesson. Last week, we understood all about the tricky world of articles, and today we are going to dig a little deeper and understand another very important component of spoken English, which can make a world of difference in the way you sound when you speak. These are nothing but countable and uncountable nouns. How do you understand them, and how do you tackle them while speaking? Knowing the difference in countable and uncountable nouns can help you sound more precise and clear when you speak. Therefore, grab a pen and a paper quickly and let's get started with today's quick video. Okay, so number one, let us understand what are countable nouns and what are uncountable nouns. Now, imagine you are sitting with a plate full of jalebis. They are delicious and you can definitely count them on your fingers. So, when you count one jalebi, two jalebis, three jalebis, that's your countable noun. It cannot get easier than that, right? So, in a nutshell, countable nouns are nothing but things that you can separate and count individually. Now, think about the sugar that was used in making these jalebis. Can you really sit down and count each of those sugar granules? That sounds like a task, right? So, those things which you cannot really count on your fingertips, they become your uncountable noun. Simple, right? So, a few examples of uncountable nouns can be sugar, milk, water, happiness, etc. In one line, we can define uncountable nouns as things which come in a mass or a group and cannot be counted individually. Okay, so now it's time for a quick activity where I'm going to show you and name a few things, and you're going to tell me in the comment section whether they are countable or uncountable nouns according to you. And then I'm going to reply in the comments letting you know how many of them you got right and how many of them you got incorrect. So number one is mango. Do you think it's countable or do you think it's uncountable? You can write mango and C for countable, or you can write mango and U for uncountable. The next word for you is rice. What do you think? Is rice countable or uncountable? Let me know. Next, let us talk about book. Do you think book is countable or uncountable? What do you think the answer is going to be? Number four, let us talk about love. What do you think? Is love countable or uncountable? Let me know below. All right, that was a good try, all of you. And I'm sure all of you have got these answers right. So let me discuss the answers with you quickly and you can check whether you got them right or not. When we talk about mango or books, right, we can actually individually count them. Hence, mango and books are examples of countable nouns. However, when we talk about rice or love, none of it can be counted at your fingertips. We cannot measure them individually, and hence rice and love both qualify as uncountable nouns. Now let us come to section 2, where we are going to discuss what is the right way of using your countable and uncountable nouns in a sentence so that you can sound perfect. Now is the point where I'm going to link the articles from previous week to today's topic. Now the interesting fact is articles are used differently with countable nouns and with uncountable nouns, and you need to know the difference to frame correct sentences. So, when we talk about countable nouns, articles a and an are used for denoting singular items. For example, I need a new pen or I need to buy an umbrella. However, the article the is used for specific or plural nouns. For example, did you buy the mangoes from the market? The teacher asked the students to do their homework immediately. So, we have students as plural, we have mangoes as plural, and both of these are specific. The teacher is referring to a specific group of students, and the mangoes are from the market. So, they are specific mangoes that we are talking about. Hence, the is used in case of countable nouns which are plural or specific. Now, let us talk about uncountable nouns. When it comes to uncountable nouns, we do not use articles a or an with them. Instead, we use some phrases like some, any, a little, a lot, etc. to denote uncountable nouns. For example, I need some sugar, or is there any milk left? I hope now you all are clear with how to use your articles and when to use and when not to use articles with countable and uncountable nouns. Although, if you have any further doubts, feel free to let me know in the comment section and I would be happy to answer them for you. Now, there is one tricky part when it comes to countable and uncountable nouns, which can make them both countable as well as uncountable, depending on the context in which you are referring to them. For example, let's take the word coffee. Now, coffee is uncountable if we are using it in a sentence like, I love coffee. So, when you're referring to coffee as the drink itself, it is uncountable because you cannot count it. It's the drink. So, you will say, I love coffee. However, imagine you are out with your friend and both of you want to have coffee. In this context, when you order for coffee, it can be treated as countable nouns and you can say, I'll have 2 coffees, please. So, if you want to make yourself sound clear with uncountable nouns, try and use containers or measures while you are speaking. For example, a glass of water, a slice of bread. You can also refer to specific kinds like a kind of music or a type of cheese. This way, your narration would be clear and your audience would also be able to understand what is it that you want to imply. And lastly, here is some bonus tip. A lot of English learners struggle with collective nouns like family, team, committee, etc. So remember, generally we treat these words as singular because they act as a whole. For example, the team is practicing for their match today. Or we are a family of 4. So remember, mastering countable and uncountable nouns can make your English sound natural and concise. Now challenge yourself that next time you're trying to speak, you will consciously try and use your countable nouns and uncountable nouns correctly, and you will use the correct kind of articles with them. If you found some value in this video, do not forget to hit that like button. And if you're not yet subscribed and you want to learn English, you can definitely subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends to let them also understand what countable nouns and uncountable nouns are. And next week, I will again see you on Monday with another interesting grammar topic. Till then, take care. See ya.